By UTC, it's exactly 9 o'clock, 17 seconds on Sunday the 16th, 2012. Over the weekend, I was thinking about integer time, and I invented this idea of a new time called Sparks time or the future minute number. And all I did was think about when UTC was started in 1961 at January 1st at 0 minute, and then work out what minute number it is with a duration calculation. And I knew the merit of that because here's some of the timestamps I gave myself. This is my SMS, another SMS. This is my emails. This is the first time I worked it out when I was at Sparks time 27,195,733. That's the 733rd minute since the beginning of UTC on January 1st, 1961. And right away I knew it was really cool because it allows you to quickly rank events, discrete events. Just now, I looked at the internet, and Unix time already exists. It's the same principle. They count seconds. They count seconds since the January 1st, 1970. It's called Unix time. It's important because computer operations then get, that run in parallel or serial, they get a timestamp, so the computer can quickly know which event is before the other because it's an integer. They don't got to do another algorithm to work out if a date is before another date. And there's a problem with Unix time in the year 2038 when we run out of bits, I think, to calculate it. So basically, I was born at Unix time 67,368,012 seconds, and there's a difference. And I just think it's cool that Unix time already exists, and there's going to be a problem with it, like the Millennium Bug. And I was blown away because I knew the integer time has a purpose, and it does. It's used in computer operations. Now, here's the thing about social media. My vision of the future for social media is the timeline that has discrete variables, discrete units, call them minutes, and it could be broken into seconds, but in the future, all social media, be it video or film that has a geotag and a timestamp, could be linked to the timeline. Now imagine you can search a place, search the database, the whole net for time and place on the timeline. You can go back a week ago to a concert you were at, where there was Bruce Springsteen and there was like 200 people filming all at the same time. Well, once that data is on the internet, an algo that I could imagine that would run from a website would find that information, import it, render it all together, time seek it to the microsecond, scrub up the sound quality so the sound becomes perfect, and then, like Matrix Special Effects Bullet Time, where you move your point of view to different cameras, you could then move around that phase space and see that concert from a totally different point of view. Just imagine if every photo ever taken at Statue of Liberty for the last 200 years was, 200 years? Say 100 years, was uploaded to the internet. The algorithm could scan it, geo-tag it, and then with enough points in the database, it could pattern recognize individuals and put it to a day and a time, and you can start filling in the holes. Like, that's the future of social media. An algorithm that will use timestamps and geotag information to tag it to a timeline. And that's why the timeline is important. That's why I thought Sparks time was important. But Unix time is not used to make a timeline that we can tag social media to. But I think that that's a really good idea, and it's the future of social media. Because imagine it for crime fighting. Imagine your kid got abducted last month from Hyde Park. Well, let's imagine that you can go back to that day and see every video and every photo taken that day, and it's all there. Well, yeah, it would help for you to find a suspect. Amazing.